Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's a Dyson V8 Advanced cordless vacuum cleaner. And what I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just for a start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, give us a quick thumbs up. But first of all, we need to get the vacuum unboxed. So let's see what we've got. We've got some instructions, and if you follow me on YouTube for a while, you know I'm not a huge fan of instructions, so they always get put to one side. Now, I must say, something I do comment on a lot is the packaging that a lot of the Dyson vacuums arrive in, and I must say that Dyson for several years have been really good. A lot of this is recyclable cardboard, so once you've finished and once you've taken everything out, then rather than throwing it into landfill, hopefully if you get rid of it correctly, then it'll be recycled properly. So we've got the main wand, or lance as some people call it, and I must say I really like the colour of this. It's like a gunmetal grey. Dyson have made quite a few different variations of colours over the years, and I suppose for Dyson this is going I suppose a little bit boring, but nevertheless that's the colour that they've decided to go with. That's all we got. So we've got different tools, so I'll cover some of the tools and accessories that this one comes with later. This is the wall bracket, and always works really well, so I suppose having the option to have it wall mounted and charging at the same time always goes down well with customers. Of course, being a cordless vacuum, you're going to need to charge it as well. And we've got the main floor head here. There we go. That's it's quite a standard design now for Dyson. And over on the right, we've got the main body of the vacuum. So I'll cover some of the details and what this involves in a moment. And finally, let's just get to that. So we've got the cheeky little crevice tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get everything cleared away, then we can start to have a look at the vacuum. On this model, the V8 Advanced, it have increased the suction by 10% compared to the previous generation of V8 models, and it's up to 130 air watts now, which is actually really impressive for this kind of vacuum in this kind of price range. When it comes to using it, it's nice and easy. You've got the switch here, so this is a toggle switch like that, so you just press it on and off. There isn't a separate switch, so you need to keep your finger on and off it all the time. This is something that some customers comment on, that you need to keep your finger on the button for it to operate. Now what Dyson claim is that when you are using this kind of design compared to a model where you've got an on-off switch, then the runtime will be longer. Because in theory, if you take your finger off to move between, say, different rooms, then you are saving battery power and you'll get longer runtime. Talking about runtime, you get up to 40 minutes on this model, and that will depend on the suction that you're using. So you've got a high and a low suction. I'll just show you that. So obviously you're going to use it on the low suction, and if you're going to be using it as a handheld vacuum, then there's a good chance you will get 40-minute runtime. If you're going to use it on the high suction, especially if you're using it on a carpeted area, then you won't get anywhere near the 40 minutes. On the vacuum, you've not really got an idea how long the battery will last, or how long you've got left of the battery before it needs to be recharged. But what Dyson have done is they've put a series of blue LED lights on the side here. Just show you that. So as you can see, it's down to the last blue light. There are 3 lights, so I suppose it gives you some kind of indication as to when it needs to be charged. When it comes to emptying the bin on the vacuum, all you need to do is just pull the handle at the top there, like that, and then the bottom will swing open. Now, I'd always recommend doing this over, say, an outside bin, ideally, because what you don't want to do is to do it inside and then find you've got dust coming back up at you, especially if you suffer with things like dust allergies. Now, when it comes to maintenance of the vacuum, again, very good. First of all, you can actually take this apart if you want to. I have got a separate video on how to clean the Dyson V8, but as far as taking it apart, it really is easy. You've just got a button on the right hand side there, just take that out, and then that gives you the opportunity to take the bin off as well. So you just press the button, there's a button underneath there, I should have shown you that, press that, then you can take the bin off as well. So all of this can be cleaned quite easily. You do need to be really careful about getting anything wet. Clearly any of this part you can't get wet at all. When it comes to cleaning this around here, I always recommend using a damp microfiber cloth just to give it a wipe out rather than sticking it under a tap. but then once you've given it a good clean, make sure you clean the seal as well. So that's really, really important. And also around here, make sure that's nice and clean, because the number of vacuums we've seen over the years where there's no suction or reduced suction, and it's mainly because around here has been quite dirty. And then once you've finished, once that's all ready to go, then all you need to do is just locate that at the bottom there. That's it. So that just clips back into place. Then this part will just locate on, so you just locate it into that section there. Just give it a gentle tap and then you're ready to go. You have got a couple of filters on here. First one is this one. So this is recommended to just take out and wash probably every now and then. That very much depends on how dirty the filter gets as to how often you need to clean it. You will find that when you come to clean it, it is really important to make sure that when you wash it under, just normally under cold water, leave it to dry for around 24 hours. Now this is something that I do mention a lot about, well, cordless vacuums or any vacuum cleaner actually, that when you wash a filter, when you're letting it dry, I always recommend buying a spare filter when you first buy the vacuum. That way, when it's drying on the side, it doesn't have to be on a radiator or in an airing cupboard, just let it dry naturally. Then when that filter is drying on the side, you can put the other filter in the vacuum, so you're not without the vacuum at all while you're letting the other filter dry. Then the second filter is just located on the back here, and all you need to do is just twist it off, and again, just give it a rinse under water, and then let it completely dry before you put it back on. When it comes to the tools and accessories, you get a couple within here. First of all, this is the combination tool. Now this is quite a standard design of tool that Dyson have made for years and years now. And I suppose the reason it's called a combination tool is it's a combination of two tools, obviously. But all you need to do is you've got a button here that will toggle between the two. And first of all, it's a soft dusting brush. Not a dusting brush, I don't know what a dusting brush is. Anyway, you've got a soft dusting brush that you use that to get on any surfaces that are a little bit more delicate. So if it's like this is just part of a showroom. So if this was part of your kitchen and if you wanted to dust around the edge of a hob, that kind of tool is ideal for you. Also, if you press the button there, then it will change it into an upholstery tool. Again, that's ideal if you're doing, say, on your stairs, or if you wanted to get into more of an area that's a little bit more difficult to get to. That's quite a good one to use. If you really are struggling to get into spaces, then this tool is ideal. This is the cheeky little crevice tool. And again, this is a tool that Dyson made for years and always put it into the vacuums. And both of these tools will just fit in the end like this. So you can just use it as a handheld vacuum if you want to. Just press the button to take the tools out. If you want to use the main head of the vacuum, then you just pop that in. And if you want to, you can use this. So you can just put the tool in like that. And so if you had, say, cobwebs in the corner of your room, then you could just go and get them from there, or just take the tool out like that. But if you want to use the main body of the vacuum with the main floor head, then this will just slot in the end like that. Show you the main floor head in a little bit more detail. Now this is called a motor bar cleaner head. Dyson have called this different names over the years, but this time they're deciding on motor bar cleaner head, which I quite like that. This has got something called hair removal vanes. There we go. And what the hair removal vanes are really good at is trying to remove or reduce the amount of hair or fur that you get wrapped around the main roller here. If you've got family members with long hair, or if you've got animals that molt, then it can be really frustrating trying to vacuum up and then find you got all the hair or fur tangled around the main roller. But what Dyson have done is they've come up with this technology. Now, other manufacturers have had similar technology for quite a few years now, and it does work really well. This always goes down really well with customers, having that kind of technology built into the main floor head. Now, underneath, you've got red, pretty stiff bristles, and then the black ones here are a lot softer. If you do want to take it apart to clean it, then nice and easy. All you need to do is just use a coin, turn it, and then you can take the roller out if you wanted to give it a good clean. Okay, you've been a cordless vacuum, you're going to need to charge this at some point. And this is the charger. It's quite a standard design for Dyson. And a couple of options that you can use to charge it. First of all, you can plug it into the back here. So just pop it in like that. So if you just wanted to sit it on a table or a desk, for example, then all you need to do is plug it in and let it charge. It will take approximately between 4 and 5 hours to fully charge if it's completely flat. The other main way of charging it would be to actually have it inserted within the wall bracket here. So the wall bracket is designed to obviously hold the vacuum. So if you've got it on the wall, then all you need to do is just go and put it in there, and then it will sit in like that. But what you can do is you can actually put the charger, just show you this. So you can actually insert the charger into the back. So it just goes through here. I won't show you in detail as to how to install it, but it is nice and simple. So the charging point just goes through and up over the top, and then when you actually go to put the vacuum within the cradle, then it's going to charge and be stored at the same time. So great design. And also at the bottom here, you have got space so you can store the two tools as well. There we go, they just clip underneath. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these models, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed the quick video on the Dyson V8 Advanced cordless vacuum cleaner. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. Now, I know I've not given you a demonstration of it, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of some of the features and benefits that it offers. But as I say, if you've got any questions on it, then pop it in the comments below, because I've got this on display at the moment, then I should be able to help you out. Also, if you have got one of these, if you've got a Dyson V8, it doesn't have to be this one. If you've got a Dyson V8 from even years ago, let me know what you think about it, because I always appreciate the honest feedback. Thanks for joining me today.